Welcome to Keto Cooking with Ron. Today's recipe we're going to be making waffles. Very easy to make. For this ingredients you're going to need a block of cream cheese, whatever your favorite cream cheese is. This happens to be the store-bought brand. I need some cinnamon, vanilla extract, and the star of the show, eggs. I'm going to use 8 eggs for this recipe. And you're going to need a mini dash. This is particularly what I use. And you can pick them up anywhere. They're under 10 bucks. And your cream cheese works well if it's softened. This was sitting on in the counter for about an hour or two. Very easy to make. Made this a lot of times. Very confident in how to make this. You want to crack your eggs first into your. You can do this in either a blender or a food processor. I happen to have this little mini blender that I got with my food processor when we bought it last year. You got to crack 8 eggs. Just be careful not to get shells in. Very, very simple. Now you can make this batter up ahead of time and leave it in the refrigerator up to a couple of weeks and use it so you don't have to, if you're in a pinch and you want to make something, you can have it pre-made. And I hope I tell you guys, don't mind my mess on the countertop. It is what it is. And we only have a very small counter space, so just bear with me with this. So that's the eggs we have in there. So now we're going to add the softened cream cheese. Take a pair of scissors to cut it open. So our cream cheese is super soft in there. So let me move this out of the way and just show you the example of that. So what I'm going to do at this point is just break it up with the knife and just put it in let me show you. It's kind of like this. Scrape it all off. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Now, this is quite a lot in that particular small container, so it might overflow when I mix it. But we're going to put it on a plate. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to put the cinnamon in, and you can eyeball the cinnamon. It doesn't have to be exact. I typically will use a small little spoon like that, like this, and just put what I think in. And this is should have probably done this in 2 batches, but we'll see. A little bit of cinnamon, probably a couple of these. It all depends on how cinnamon you want it. And I just use a vanilla extract, just a little bit. Just eyeballing everything, just like Rachel Ray and all the rest of them. Okay, now we have this 300 watt power mixer that we got with the food processor. We're all done with this. We can put that in the sink. Wipe down the counter as I go along. So this is going to overfill in our container because there's so much, but that's okay because we're going to be using it almost right away. And in the meantime, you can take let me set this aside for a minute and show you. So in the meantime, before we mix it, we can start heating up our mini dash, and it'll be ready for us to use. Okay, and then we'll On the mini dash also, you might want to put that on a paper plate, because if you make a mess on your counter, you don't want to have to clean up anything more than you have to clean up. Trust me, I've been there, and my wife doesn't enjoy messes when I make them. So that goes on a plate, okay, just like that. Okay, let me straighten out the camera so you can see, because guarantee it's going to go over. So move my camera back. All right. Now we got to put the lid on. This is a Cuisinart Smart Stick. It's called Cuisinart Smart Stick. You can get it on Amazon. I happen to get this in Kohl's. That's one of our favorite places. You can see it. You can already see it's going over. This is going to be a messy process this time. I should have done this in 2 batches, but you know, just wanted to see if all my eggs were fitting in. I didn't realize it was going to be that much, but you know, we'll stir it up. See, we'll get rid of that. Clean the mess up and put everything into a nice measuring cup afterwards. I'll show you. And you know it's going to go all over the place. You already know that because you can see the eggs dripping. So I'm going to hold it down tight and let it rip, and you'll see it mixing. It's not too bad. It'll typically make whatever it makes. You see it's overflowing on the sides, and that, even if I didn't put 8 eggs in there, it still would have done that, because it just does. And I usually blend it for a couple of minutes to get a nice smooth texture. Okay, I think that's dynamite. Just pop that off. And I'll show you what this looks like. Put that over there. So that's what the egg mixture looks like, guys. Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to transfer it into a measuring cup. Make it easy for me to pour. And let me get this stuff out of the way. You don't need this anymore, so this can go back in the cabinet. The cover for that is going to go into the sink. We don't need that anymore. Very, very easy, very simple to make, guys. You can see I got spilled a little bit on the counter, but this is why we got paper towels, right? So now we're going to take this container mix and we're going to put it into a measuring cup. It's only because it's easier to pour onto the and let's move this out of the way, but still we got more in there left. So let's put this out of our way for now. We'll be using the rest of that because we're going to make them. We're not going to eat them all today, but what we're going to do is cook. We're going to eat the whole mixture today, but what we're going to do is to have 2 meals out of this. So this is the measuring cup, just to give you an idea. Okay. Now my light went out on the mini dash, so it's ready to use. And show you what I do. So just bear with me. Open it up. I use some olive oil cooking spray. Just spray a little bit. You don't need much on here, and it's not going to take that long to cook these. I made these plenty of times. Just want to fill your mold a little bit. Try to cover up your holes a little bit. Just like that. That's fine for one. Close the lid. And just repeat the process until they're all made. So our measuring cup was half since we made 3 of them already and making our 4th one. So I poured the rest of the batter into my measuring cup, and I use a Pyrex measuring cup. They're really good. It's a glass, and I really love using it. They're very, very inexpensive. Oh, that particular one broke a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to eat it anyways. And if you only want to make a few of these and you got a lot of batter left, you can put the batter in a bowl and put it in the refrigerator, and it'll keep for a while. I'm going to make them all, and I'm probably going to have about 6 of these, and then the rest I'm going to put in a small bowl for later. So in other words, I'm making them all at once now, and it'll be one-time cleanup, and I'm good to go for today. For you guys, a cute little trick that I learned to clean it up easy. Take a damp piece of paper towel, and just put it over like this, and like that, and that'll clean up your dash, and then it'll be easy for you to wipe down the next time that you use it. And I bet you didn't know that. So now I'm in the back room getting ready to have my waffles. Put a little bit of sugar-free maple syrup on there, perfectly fine. And show you my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 waffles on here, and I made about 12. And I got the other batch for later. And then and I got the maple syrup on here, and just cut them open. And pull one of these open, babies. One of these bad boys. Give you a thumbs up on these, Ron. So that concludes this episode of how to make waffles, and hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to like and share my video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ron's Weight Loss Journey. I'll be making more of these from time to time. You just have to bear with me on the recipes, because like I've said many a times, I'm limited in the amount of space, and I'm doing this by myself, and it's hard to film and do the video by yourself. But we'll figure it out. But enjoy your day.